Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's WWE Monday Night Raw for February 25th, 2013. Big week for wrestling here with this show and TNA heading back to the States Thursday, the Ring of Honor pay-per-view Saturday. I actually went to a local indie show on Saturday night, which was really fun. Definitely support your local indie wrestling. But this show starts off with Vince coming out in a suit on crutches. And he says that every week leading up to WrestleMania, he wants to do something big. And what's bigger than a, quote, fight? Why did he say it like that? It just makes the whole thing sound just fake, I thought. I don't know. After this, maybe it's just because of that weird promo Zeb and Jack Swagger cut where they broke kayfabe and just said we're entertainers and we're cutting a promo here to get a desired reaction. Maybe it's because of that. That I'm just looking at everything differently here, but yeah, I just thought it was weird he said a quote fight, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. So Heyman comes out and says Vince has positioned him on TV as a wuss, but he's all man. So he knocks Vince down, hits him with a crutch, and he goes to hit him again, but Vince catches it and he hits Heyman with the crutch, and then Brock Lesnar comes out. So Lesnar's in the ring with Vince, and Triple H's music hits. So Triple H comes out, and he still looks really weird with this new haircut, but he starts brawling with Brock Lesnar. And he throws him into the ring post, and Brock's head just gets busted open. He's bleeding all over the place. I'm sure it was a work. I mean, I don't think he really got busted open here, but I'm glad they're doing stuff like this. I mean, they're definitely trying to make things a little bit edgier here with this blood and the Jack Swagger We the People stuff. I think it's getting a little edgier. So Brock Lesnar hits a AA onto the announce table, and he grabs a chair. Triple H hits a spine buster on him. He gets the chair and hits Brock with it, and this causes Brock to retreat. It was an okay opening segment. I don't know, for some reason this just didn't do much for me. I thought it was alright. I mean, I just didn't care. I don't know, I guess it's just the whole Triple H coming back. I don't care. I mean, I don't care to see Triple H again. So, Dolph Ziggler with AJ and Big E versus Ryback. Ryback just destroyed Dolph Ziggler here. That briefcase is never getting cashed in. So sad. Big E actually runs into Ryback on the outside, but later on, AJ distracts the ref and Ryback just clotheslines him off the apron. So he was able to fight off Big E, and then he hits Shell Shocked on Dolph Ziggler for the win. So that was it, really. Punk comes out, and he says tonight's not about Cena, Rock, Mania, the people, or the title. Tonight is about him. He says he's immortal and the greatest of all time. He is God. I thought this was awesome. This was a great promo. A video for Donald Trump going into the Hall of Fame. I guess they're going to do another celebrity wing thing here. Mark Henry versus Khali. Henry hits the world's strongest slam for the win. It was very short. I almost missed it. Miz TV with Swagger, Zeb, and Del Rio. I thought Zeb and Del Rio both did a really good job here, but Zeb killed this. He was awesome out there. And it was what you would expect. Zeb talks about immigrants, Del Rio defends them, tells them to do something to make him leave right now, and Swagger says they will see him at Mania. Next week is going to be an old school WWE show, which should be fun. I really like those. And during the commercial, Swagger clotheslined Miz from behind, setting up a match later. Orton versus Cesaro. Cesaro jumps from the second rope, gets hit with an RKO, Orton gets the win. It was okay. I really expected more from these guys. Backstage, Kane and Daniel Bryan are arguing again. Daniel Bryan says he can beat the Primetime Players blindfolded. Kane says he can beat them with one arm tied behind his back. So Bricky shows up, which is Brad Maddox and Vicky Guerrero. Man, Brad Maddox was great here. Just awesome. And they make this the stipulation for the tag match. They play a WrestleMania 21 video. It's that You Can't Handle the Truth with John Cena and JBL. Sheamus's Oscar snubs. I don't know what the hell this was. Sheamus just makes fun of Wade Barrett some more. I don't know why he's being such a dick. And Wade Barrett comes out and says that Sheamus is just jealous that he's in this big movie and Sheamus isn't. And he tries to bullhammer him. Sheamus ducks. He goes for the brogue kick and Wade Barrett escapes. This feels like a Mania match to me. I don't know, because they're still doing stuff with Sheamus and the Shield, but they're also building this up at the same time. So I guess we'll see what happens. Cody Rhodes versus R-Truth with Damian Sandow on commentary. R-Truth wins with a little Jimmy. Sandow tries to attack him afterwards. R-Truth fights him off. Accomplished nothing, really. Kane has his arm tied behind his back. Daniel Bryan has a bag on his head. This was actually pretty funny, I have to say. Daniel Bryan did a great job selling this whole I'm blind thing, and it was good. Kane tags himself in, hits Darren Young with a choke slam, gets the win. Talk about a burial here. The primetime players can't be a one-armed man and a blind guy. This is bad for them. The Shield comes out. Ambrose says it's only going to get worse. They can bring any team they want out here. They will defeat them. Seth Rollins says that they've beat everybody, Sheamus, Cena, and if there's anyone else, come out now. Sheamus comes out. He tries to bait them up the ramp, and Ambrose and Reigns head up there, and then Orton comes from behind and hits the RKO on Seth Rollins and then escapes through the crowd. So, like I said, they're still trying to set something up with the Shield versus Sheamus, and Ryback is still apparently obsessed with the Shield, so I don't know if they're going to do that at Mania. They're going to try and put these guys in individual matches. Miz versus Swagger. Miz gets his leg caught in the rope in this match, and he's just, freaking out. And, of course, he taps to the Patriot Lock. I don't know why they call it the Patriot Lock. I thought when they were calling it the Patriot Act it was a much better name, but Swagger goes over here. Cena says that tonight the better man goes to Mania. We get Cena versus Punk. This was a really good match here. Best thing on the show by far. I didn't think the show was all that great, but this was definitely a really good main event here. Punk needs Cena right in the face in this match too. He kicks out of the AA. Cena kicks out of the GTS. Punk actually hits a pile driver. Cena hits another Hurricane Rana and the AA for the win. So it's definitely going to be Cena versus Rock at WrestleMania. That was the whole show. Overall, it was average. I was looking back through my notes here, and there was really nothing I cared about or anything that I thought was really impressive except for the main event. So to me, that's really just an average show. One thing, though, was I know The Undertaker came back and worked a house show. And I didn't want to mention that in any of my other videos because I thought it could be a spoiler for tonight's Raw. Because I thought he was going to show up. But when he didn't, I was like, well, what the hell's going on here? And I guess they're just trying to fill him out and see if they think he can pull off another WrestleMania before they move forward with any big angles. So I have no idea what's going on with The Undertaker. I really thought he was going to be on the show, but I guess that's another one we'll have to wait and see about. So anyways, yeah, really just an average episode of Raw this week. Nothing special here, but that's my review of this week's show. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.